Aloha mai. I am Kalapana and this is Ulalena. I play the role of a young ali'i who experiences many different changes throughout the storyline of Ulalena. And he more or less is resistant to the change, and the other ali'i nui is more embracing of this new change. And someday when I grow up and be a ali'i nui myself, perhaps I too will be in charge someday, but not yet. All of the villagers are assembling to celebrate and dance, and it is makahiki, the peaceful time of year where no blood is to be shed, there is a ban on war, and it's just basically a time of celebration. As everyone gets assembled to dance, I notice that the ali'i nui is not there, and in his stead, I try to take charge and initiate that dance, not knowing that he'd be standing right behind me. And then my character realizes that, it's almost like having your school teacher behind you and you're mocking. We are truly gifted to have even been shared or imparted what little knowledge we possess. I feel that Olohe Lions took it as a responsibility that since Lua is being performed in the show, and it was his contribution, that he would have to seek special permission to teach actors on stage and to show them the sacred art of Lua, because this is not something that would normally be taught outside of schools. But I feel a great responsibility, and I try to make sure definitely make sure that it is not abused.
From Europe comes the navigator. The explorer arrives interrupting the festivities.
I think to some extent my character would be cautious of this new arrival, this person who comes from afar, maybe a little bit curious of the things that this newcomer brings, but still a little not so ready to revere. Is this the return of the great ali'i Lono, who in mythical times said, "I'm going to go to Kahiki and I will come back someday"? There were people who took it upon themselves and they started renewing their cultural practices. And I feel that in some ways, like, Ulalena is the second or even third handing off of the baton in that relay race. And the finale itself, it is a healing and also a forgiveness. And how can you can only know where you're going when you acknowledge where you came from. And I think in some ways this is, having us look forward with our va'a behind us. That's how we're gonna move forward, because we're acknowledging our past. I kind of have a feeling that Hawaiian culture was always there waiting for me to, just wake up. What makes Ulalena an important cultural experience is that it is the vehicle that every night we get to perform for hundreds of people. It's like I put my arm around you and say, this is what is important to us.